Okay, guys, we're up to, if you're following along the blog, it's blog post number 10. And the title for this one is How Helping Others Will Increase Your Child's Confidence. So we're going to look at confidence as well as helping others, two very important things for children. And we'll get into that now. All right, so the first thing we want to make sure we're doing, like everything, role modeling. I'm pretty sure it's the first thing in every video I talk about. If we show a level of confidence, then our children learn that confidence. If we're not feeling confident in something, but we overcome that and we show them how we're doing that, they're going to be picking that up. So our little sea sponges, they learn all of those things from us. So we always need to, I guess, show some self-awareness in where we're at with something in order to help our kids with that. So if you identify that your children are struggling with confidence or they're not very good at helping others, it doesn't mean that you're not good at it. It just might mean that you're not showcasing that to them at that point in time, or that maybe it's an internalized thing and you want to be showing that more externally so that they can pick those things up. All right, so shifting our focus onto others is always a good thing. A lot of the time as humans, we get very stuck in our own mind and our own thought patterns. And if we shift away from that and towards others, we're going to see significant growth, not just in confidence, I guess, but also in happiness. Our levels of happiness will increase. So have a think about anything, really. I mean, if you have an argument with someone, it's your side. You're seeing your side most of the time. You're not looking at, well, how is it from their side? Or if you're feeling a certain feeling, maybe you're feeling unsure of yourself, or you're feeling worried about something, or all those sorts of things. Any kind of feeling, it's you. It's what I'm feeling. It's not necessarily about what everyone else is feeling or thinking. What's a good example? Going to the beach. There was a period of time in my early 20s where I didn't want to go to the beach and wear a bikini. Actually, I don't know if it really happened to me. Maybe it was my friends. But, there was always that worry about, oh, do I want to wear a bikini? Do I look all right? La, la, la. People are going to be looking at me. There's that thing now. And after having children, I do have some of that. So I can recognize that more now, I think, in my older age than earlier. So I recognize that I'm less confident now going to the beach than I was before. However, in my 20s, I used to think, okay, I have to just change that around. Like, I'm just going to wear the bikini because the people I'm going with are my friends, so they're not going to judge me on what I'm wearing. And everybody else at the beach, it's highly unlikely I'm going to see them again. So what does it matter? And now as an adult, I can look at that and go, you know what? It wouldn't have mattered anyway what I was wearing, because no one pays attention because they're too busy thinking about themselves, what they're wearing and what they look like. So if we can move that focus away from ourselves all the time and our own thoughts towards someone else, then that's going to be a positive thing for the kids to learn. So rather than worrying about how I'm going with maths or how I'm doing with this or how I'm doing, like, what am I doing to help someone else? And a good way to get kids to do this is volunteering. And you don't need to be a certain age to volunteer. Kids can start volunteering early. Our 2-year-old volunteers. She doesn't quite volunteer to the level that the older kids do. I mean, the older the pre-teens and teens, they will go and do specific volunteer days with the church and the hospital and things like that. So they're actually volunteering, I guess, for causes. Whereas the little one, it's more volunteering her, maybe she's sharing her food with someone. So I'm helping her to give her food to someone else that might be in need. Or it could be, or just sharing in general at 2, is also being able to help others, or being able to recognize that someone doesn't have something that I have, and I'm fortunate to have that, so I'm going to give that to that person. So volunteering in a different way, depending on their age, but they're still able to volunteer in some way, shape or form. By the time kids are at school, they're able to volunteer in the volunteer sense of the word, where they're going to help people. And part of that might be maybe you go and volunteer as well. and they see you leave the house to go and help people and then come back. Or you can do it together. It's a great way to connect. So if you and the kids all get involved in something together, then you know, it builds a connection for you as a family. You could share stories about what happened during the day, and you're also giving to other people, which helps increase the happiness and the happiness together as a unit. So volunteering is amazing for connection as a family and with your children, but it's also good to help them to see beyond themselves and to shift their focus away from themselves and onto somebody else, perhaps that's in need. And in the opposite side of that, or I guess alongside that, is also being thankful. We talked before a couple of weeks ago about gratefulness and being grateful. This is the same sort of thing. When we're giving to other people that are in need and we're volunteering for people, we're seeing a different side that perhaps we wouldn't normally see or be experiencing or be privy to. And that helps us to be thankful for the things that we have. So if you're volunteering with kids, and you can, things that you can do not only in the volunteering sense, but when you reflect on that, I guess, afterwards, and you're talking about the stories and what happened and what did you see, you can also ask them, what are you thankful for? You know, what did that help you to be, what did that experience help you to be thankful for? What did you learn from that you didn't know before? So always asking questions with kids. And it helps them to believe in themselves. So coming back to the confidence side, not only does it make them happier and more confident because they're helping somebody else, but it also helps them to believe in themselves more. Like they have a greater being. There's a greater reason for them to be here. It's not just for themselves. And that is a developmental thing, that it's often focused on themselves. But also that they can go and help someone else. And that helps their self-belief, which will improve their confidence, which in turn improves their confidence and self-belief across the board, not just with that particular thing. All right, so that's it for me today. If you have any other questions around confidence or volunteering, getting your different types of jobs or things, whatever might come up that you want help with for your kids, just contact us at growkidsminds.com. Make sure you join the list so you're getting these blog posts. These are the videos that go along. The blog posts are more eloquent, I think, whereas this is a bit more on the fly, reviewing what we talk about. And you can get those blog posts sent to you if you join the list. And we also have a Facebook community that you can join. So head over there, growkidsminds.com. We're also on social media at Grow Kids Minds as well, and feel free to like, share, and all those fun things if you're getting stuff out of this. It definitely helps us to grow, and it helps me with the team as well, and it keeps us positive and happy. All right, guys, so have a great week, and I will see you next week.